Hi, hello learners. This session is about Physiology MCQ and MCQ is from cells and tissues. Let's get started. The first one, which structure within the cell produces ATP, which means adenosine triphosphate? Options: mitochondria, nucleus, peripheral protein and endoplasmic reticulum. And the answer is A, mitochondria. This is a basic function of mitochondria. Next, which of the following is not a component of cell plasma membrane? Which of the following is not a component of cell plasma membrane? Options: cholesterol, proteins, microfilaments, phospholipids. And the answer is option C, microfilaments. Microfilaments occur inside the cells. They are not the component. Next, except for one, the following are types of cells. Which one is not a type of cell? Options are platelets, leukocytes, macrophages, osteoblasts. And the answer is option A, platelets. Platelets are fragments of a cell, a megakaryocyte bound by a membrane. So that is the answer. In which part of a cell does the process of making ATP from oxygen and glucose take place? Options are lysosome, ribosome, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus. As you know, answer is C. ATP production is the function of mitochondria. Which of the following is a function of membrane protein? Options are to process lipids and proteins for secretion through the plasma membrane, or to act as receptors for hormones, to synthesize proteins from amino acids, or to act as a cytoskeleton to support and shape the cell. And the answer is option B, to act as receptors for hormones, because one function of membrane protein is to receive hormones that cannot pass through the plasma membrane. So our answer is B. Which of the following is not an example of a cell? Macrophage, lysosome, plasmocyte, chondroblast. Answer is B, lysosome. The term some refers to an organelle within the cell. So that is the answer. Which cell organelles contain an acidic environment capable of digesting a wide variety of molecules? Options: lysosomes, ribosomes, centrosomes, Golgi complex. And the answer is lysosome. Which form of transport through the plasma membrane requires the expenditure of energy by the cell? Options: facilitated diffusion, osmosis, active transport, or diffusion. And the answer is option C, active transport. The term active implies using energy to move a molecule against its concentration gradient, while the other processes all are passive. Which of the tissue types below consist of a single layer of cells? Answer is option D. The word simple indicates a single layer of cell. Stratified means several layers of cells. So answer is D. One of the following is not a serous membrane. Which one? Pleura, peritoneum, mucosa, or pericardium? Answer is mucosa. Mucosa is a mucous membrane and that secretes mucus. Which of the following is not made prominently from epithelial tissue? Options: dermis, in exocrine glands, in endocrine glands, in the endothelium of blood vessels. Answer is option A, the dermis. Dermis contains connective tissues, nerve tissues and muscles as well as epithelial tissue. What are tendons and ligaments composed of? Dense connective tissue, liquid connective tissue, muscular tissue, epithelial tissue. Answer is A. Tendons and ligaments are dense connective tissues. This is strong as there is high proportion of fibers. What is the composition of intercellular matrix in connective tissue? Cells and fibers, serous and mucous membranes and lamina propria, protein fibers and ground substance, or interstitial fluid? Answer is C. Intercellular means between cells. So matrix is fibers and ground substance. but no cells. Which statement about the plasma membrane is incorrect? It is selectively permeable. It is composed of 2 layers of glycoprotein molecules. It contains receptors for specific signaling molecules. The plasma membranes of adjacent cells are held together by desmosomes. And the answer is option B. Actually, the plasma membrane is indeed made of 2 layers, but they are phospholipid, not glycoprotein molecules. Which of the following is not epithelial tissue? The epidermis, glandular tissue, internal lining of blood vessels, the dermis. Answer is D. The dermis contains some of all 4 types of tissue. Which of the following is not a cell found in connective tissue? Adipocytes, chondroblasts, keratinocytes, or osteoblasts? Answer is option C, keratinocytes. Actually, the keratinocytes are in the epidermis, which is epithelial tissue. The other cell types occurs in fat, cartilage, and bones. Which one of the following is not an example of connective tissue? Blood, bone, tendon, epidermis. Answer is D, the epidermis. The epidermis is epithelial tissue. Next, adipocytes are found in which type of tissue? Muscle tissue, epithelial tissue, nervous tissue, or connective tissue? Answer is D. Adipocytes are found in fat, which is adipose tissue, which is a type of connective tissue. With this, we will end this session. We will continue in the next session. Thank you.